Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we celebrate New Jersey Makers Day at the East Brunswick Public Library with events ranging from robotics to arts and crafts as we check out how East Brunswick got involved. Then we honor the volunteers of the East Brunswick Senior Center Meals on Wheels program for their efforts around the community. Mayor Brad Cohn visits Crossfit Barbending on National Autism Awareness Day, where a fundraiser was held to support Kettlebells for Autism. We go inside the East Brunswick High School Quizbowl in a special segment produced by a member of the East Brunswick High School Video Newsmakers Club. Representatives from the New Jersey Folk Festival stop by the studio to discuss the upcoming festival that will be taking place at the end of April at Rutgers University. All this, plus we have information about upcoming events at the East Brunswick Public Library in April. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
Hi, my name is Melissa Hosick, and I'm the Adult Programming Librarian here at the East Brunswick Public Library. Today is the third annual New Jersey Makers Day, which celebrates DIY culture, technology, traditional arts and crafts as well. We last year had over 700 people attend. This year we have different programs for all ages. We have DIY spa, constellation viewers. We're recording for the library's new podcast. We're going to be doing block printing. We're going to be having so many other crafts. I think it's about 20 programs. So definitely you should come check it out. We have something for all ages, and we hope to see you soon.
We had the idea going back to maybe November, and then we've been trying to work it out just to see where it's going to go, who's going to run it, and how are we going to connect with the community, basically, to see if we could make this successful, if we could get people to come in and talk with us about what's going on in the community, what's going on in the library, all the services, all the books we offer, things like that.
I'm here today in the East Brunswick Library celebrating Makers Day. And Makers Day is something that's being done through the libraries across the state, both in the state library and in the local libraries, and certainly in the East Brunswick Library. And the point of the program is to get people engaged in what people are creating, and there's so many more things happening, and creation of new products and new ideas is really drilling down into much younger levels. We're here today with some folks from the East Brunswick High School, and they came up with their own idea, and they have what's called East Brunswick First.
East Brunswick First is about taking STEM education and promoting it in the local district through the FIRST Robotics program. Now, FIRST Robotics inspires creativity and inspires people to get into STEM technology and collaboration. The entire point of the competition is to build robots like this one over here. This is Larry. He's our robot for 2 years now. We especially made him for this event. For today, he's been modified. And FIRST Robotics allows us to create robots like this, and we compete in competitions where they design a game, and we have to build a robot to play that game. And what I love most about FIRST Robotics is just the atmosphere of collaboration it creates. It's not really competitive. It is a competition, but you feel like you're part of a large group of people that just want to help each other instead of like really competing for a trophy. The trophy doesn't really matter at the end because we're all just working together for a common goal.
So today, basically, we're going to be allowing the kids to experiment using the robot and playing a game with it. So they'll be like pushing balls around, things like that with the robot. And basically, this is just so that they can get an idea of what can be done with things like this when you put time into creating a robot and programming it.
We have 4 games planned right now. We have first what's already set up here. It's an agility course where basically there's squares on the ground, and the kids have to drive the robot around the squares and back. Then we have some other games, like some soccer kickouts. We have a possible curling game.
I made a bath bomb, I made a couple candles, and I did the marble run, and now I'm decorating my tote bag. So I like the bath bombs because it makes your skin really soft, and then when you put it in the water, it fizzes, so it looks really cool. And then I made candles, and then I found a really cool scent, lilac, and I really like that scent. So I feel like when it burns, it'll smell really good. And then the marble run, it was cool to see how when you would put the marbles into the different tubes, that it would like follow a shape and then kind of jump on the angles. And then I like Makers Day because then I'm not stuck at home just playing on my electronics or just sitting at home. Whereas when on Maker Day, it's a whole day of activities. I had lots of fun.
Well, today we discussed the basics of lock picking, and we went over the operation of a lock and how locks operate from the inside out. We actually handed out both pin tumbler as well as wafer locks, which are two of the most common locks that are used in the industry. And we explained the ways that a lock actually can be opened using lock picks, as well as answered many questions regarding the types of locks and some people who had questions about their locks at home. Lock sport is a very fun hobby that anybody can get into. It's open to all ages and all backgrounds. That said, I've seen people as young as 5 and as old as 90 pick a lock. It's a fun hobby. It's great. It's great to be here at today's Maker Fair. We actually meet in Bridgewater Library it's usually the second Tuesday of every month. We also have a website if you want to learn more. It's tool.us.
Hello everyone and welcome on TV. We hope everyone have fun watching this show.
Hi, I'm Sharon Riley Morosi, Assistant Director for the East Brunswick Department on Aging, and this is the Voice of Experience. I am at the Senior Center today. We are celebrating our 32nd annual Volunteer Recognition Luncheon for our East Brunswick Senior Meals Program. These volunteers are the people who deliver meals throughout the year to our homebound elderly, and once a year we celebrate the gift that they give to our oldest residents.
Welcome to our 31st and 32nd annual Senior Meals Volunteer Luncheon, where we thank all of you for a job well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I said to a number of volunteers who said, "Oh no, you don't have to thank me. It's wonderful to give, but you have to receive as well. It's a two-way street." So thank you for letting us thank all of you.
This program alone takes care of noontime meals for homebound residents for the last 32 years. They get a frozen meal for the weekend. The meals are picked up in our Sayreville Senior Center. Coordination through the county is wonderful. We can't say enough to the county freeholders for developing this program, keeping it alive. Last year in 2016, we delivered 9,883 meals to 72 clients with the help of you all, 96 volunteers. The program really aids people in staying in their homes as long as possible and enhancing their quality of life. Let's all face it, that's what it's all about. And I can't thank the volunteers enough for your dedication and support in the community. Every community, the backbone a lot is the volunteers, from the Little League, the basketball leagues, the volunteers in the senior center, the volunteers in the county, and so on. You're the backbone of making things work, okay? And your dedication does not go unrecognized.
I have the Department of Community Services is my responsibility in the county, which involves both the Council on Children's Services, very important to us, and of course the Department of Aging. And if we didn't have any volunteers, we would not be successful. So I think this recognition lunch for the volunteers is extremely important. And we at the county thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for all the work you do and taking care of the seniors. Seniors, well, I'm a senior too, but they are priceless, and they contribute so much to the well-being of our communities. So again, on behalf of the Board of Freeholders, I want to thank you so much for all of you, for all the work you do. Without you, we couldn't be successful. Thank you.
Rachel, tell us about the Senior Meals Program.
The Senior Meals Program is a county-based program, and East Brunswick has been delivering meals for 32 years to homebound seniors. And it is a lifeline that keeps our older citizens independent in their homes.
If you would like more information about our Senior Meals Program or any other programs available through the East Brunswick Department on Aging, then please call us at 732-390-6896. And please remember, the East Brunswick Department on Aging is here to help you and yours age successfully.
I have a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart, you must find it in your heart. Never, never land. It might be miles beyond the moon or right there where you stand. Just keep an open mind and then suddenly you'll find never, never land.
Crossfit Barbending in East Brunswick recently held a Kettlebells for Autism fundraiser on National Autism Awareness Day to benefit the Eden Autism Services in Princeton. Mayor Brad Cohn was on hand to work out for a good cause.
This is Kat Servone, and we're going to ask her today. She is the New Jersey director for the the U.S. chapter of Kettlebells for Autism. Kat, can you tell us a little bit about the Kettlebells for Autism program and what the program's like today?
Kettlebells for Autism, we're an organization that helps raise funds for different autism charities every year. We do that by partnering with different gyms, and today the beneficiary is Eden.
We have actually from the Eden School, Mona Siddiqui, who is the Director of Day and Employment Services. Can you talk a little bit about the Eden program? I could say that from my years on the Board of Education, in East Brunswick, we've always been sending students that have the need for those services to Eden. And actually, as a board member, went out and took a look and toured the Eden facility. It's phenomenal in the programming and the services that they provide to students that are there. Maybe you could talk a little bit about the program that these kids with autism or autism with behavior problems really get at such a great program.
Eden Autism has been into existence for over 40 years now. We provide services to kids till the age of 21 at the school, which is located in Princeton. We are currently providing services to 76 students there. And then after they graduate, we have the Adult Day Employment and Residential Program. We're providing services to 128 participants currently. Basically at the school, they learn skills when they graduate from school that can be utilized to find employment in the community. And when they transition to our day employment programs, they work on skills that help them find employment in the community or work on projects within the centers. For example, screen printing. I'm wearing one of the shirts made by some of our guys. And then our residential programs, we are serving about 95 clients right now, and we have 24 supervised apartments and group home facilities.
I think that's a great point. It's often forgotten that we spend an awful lot of time, make major commitments in New Jersey to provide special services for individuals in need within the schools that comes out of school budgets. But we often forget that after age 21, many of those kids age out, and that's where there's a lack of services, or it's much more difficult to get the services through the state because the state has such limited funds. So these type of programs today are unbelievably important because it's going to help kids and adults who are in desperate need of these type of services. We also have today Courtney Miller, the center supervisor.
So at the center that I work at, we have 31 adults over the age of 21, and for us we work primarily on the behavior management side of things, whereas the other center that operates out of our building is more of the job coaching. So a typical day for us looks like Our participants come in, they get sorted out with their teachers for the day. We send some groups out to a volunteer placement called Meals on Wheels, where they're out in the community delivering food to other people who are in need. We send groups out to the food store to go make lunch for everyone. There's just groups of guys that are back in the t-shirt room with me where they're learning how to screen print. We have guys who go out to different office facilities to do janitorial work, and they're with us from the hours of 9 to 3, and then after 3 o'clock they either go back to their group homes or to their families' homes.
I'm especially honored to be doing this at my own gym because I do work out here, even though the last month or two since taking office has been a little bit hectic. But this is my gym. And I'm proud to be an East Brunswick resident. I'm proud of our East Brunswick businesses. We want to do everything possible to continue to support businesses here in town. It's an honor to be here today. It's an honor to be part of this gym because not only is it a great gym, but they give back. And that's really what we're here for today. And I'd like to introduce somebody that we all know, Jim Kopko, the co-owner of the gym. And he's going to talk a little bit about this gym, a little bit about the autism program. It is Worldwide Autism Day today.
Thank you for coming out and working out with us today. It's for a great cause. My wife and myself had the opportunity to visit Eden this week and see firsthand what Courtney does. And I have to tell you, we were a little choked up when we went there. It's a pretty emotional place.
If you would like more information on CrossFit Barbending, please visit CrossFitBarbending.com. And for Mayor Cohn, we'll see you next week.
Japan has long lines during Christmas to get a fried version of this animal. Yeah.
The only two countries safe from this disease in North and South America are Canada and Chile due to the lack of this carrier.
This Dallas Cowboys quarterback is currently the backup behind Dak Prescott.
The aria of this opera is known for its stratospheric high Fs and is titled Der Holle Rache.
1967 to 1968 season, the ABA's commissioner said this rule is to help give the smaller player a chance to score.
This past month at EBHS was the first annual Quizbowl. Run by the academic team, this competition tested students' trivia knowledge and gave them a taste of what the academic team does.
We like the competition and what we do a lot, and we realize that a lot of people don't really understand what we're doing or don't really know much about it, so they don't really have much interest. Then a couple times a month, normally only once or twice, we go to other schools or sometimes universities to compete with other teams from around the region. So we're doing this so everybody can get a taste or a little bit of a feel of what we do and share our happiness with our classmates.
As the games got started, the competition became more and more intense, with every team wanting to earn a spot in the playoffs.
Hardest part is probably when someone on your team answers a bonus question for the other team, which they're not allowed to answer, and then that gives the other team the answer, and you have to just sit there and let it happen.
Ironically, she became the campaign manager of Kellyanne Conway.
No, I knew it! I said no, I'll teach us one thing. And it's a little frustrating, but it's still fun.
With the playoffs set, the best teams now get to face off and a winner will be crowned.
The Casparian strip allows the endodermis to filter out harmful substances that would otherwise enter this tissue. This tissue is composed of tracheids and vessel elements, and it is embedded with lignin. Cohesion tension theory explains the process of
For the win! Well, we're going to the national tournament in late May. That's in Atlanta, and this event's definitely going to help us fund for that a lot. Well, it was a great success. It went better than I could have possibly imagined, and I just love how everything went. It was so perfect. It was our first event went so well, and to be honest, it was a lot of work, and we weren't sure if it was going to be worth it. But based on the reaction that we got, yeah, this is definitely something that we're going to do next year.
That's it for the first annual EBHS Quiz Bowl. Congratulations to the winners, and good luck to the academic team. For East Brunswick High School, I'm Ben Kessler, signing off.
Hi, I'm Angus Crescalespi, your host here on East Brunswick Television. We're going to talk about an upcoming event, the New Jersey Folk Festival. Mike, when is it going to take place?
The New Jersey Folk Festival is going to be taking place on April 29th this year between the hours of 10 to 6 on the grounds of the Eagleton Institute on the Rutgers, New Brunswick campus.
And that's the Douglas campus?
It is the Douglas campus, and it's going to be taking place rain or shine.
And what can we expect?
Oh, wow, you could expect a lot at this year's Folk Festival. We have 3 main stages this year. We have the Skyland stage, which is our main stage. We have the Pineland stage, which is our more personal stage, and we have the Shore stage, which is our jamming stage.
Sounds exciting.
It is.
Now, Shirley, I understand the theme for 2017 is Turkish traditions.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how Turkey will be spotlighted?
So New Jersey is a home of really diverse communities, and Turkey is one of them. So this year we decided to focus on Turkey. And with the help of our sponsors and partners, we identified dancers, craftsmen, and musicians. And this year we'll focus on a Turkish dance troupe from Patterson, the Whirling Dervish dance performance. And in terms of crafts, we feature the paper marbling called Erbu. We will feature Turkish calligraphy, which people can write their names in Turkish if they want. And it is an educational event for all ages and to promote a more harmonious society.
That's very interesting. The Ebru, that's when you take a piece of paper, you put it on a pan of water with oil on the top, it comes out in a pattern, right?
Yes.
And the Turkish calligraphy, perhaps people can get their name rendered in calligraphy.
Of course, yes.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Mike, I understand in addition to having the Turkish community represented, you also are going to have something with the Nanticoke Lenni Lenape Indians?
Yes, actually,
Tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so the Lenni Lenape Indians are going to be represented this year by the Reverend John Norwood and many, many members of his tribe. They're going to be coming here to the New Jersey Folk Festival on Saturday, April 29th, and they're going to be doing a mini powwow, which is a religious social gathering where they're going to be in very fancy regalia, and they're going to have a central drum, and they're going to be doing a lot of very interesting things. But if you want to know more, you're going to have to check out our website at njfolkfest.org and come visit us on Festival Day.
Yeah, I understand there's actually 3 state-recognized tribes, and the Nanticoke Lenni Lenape are one of them.
Yep, they're the northernmost tribe.
Okay. Well, I also, Shirley, I understand you have something, a yurt or a ger. Can you tell us what that's all about?
So that would be featured at our seminar tent. A yurt is a traditional kind of dome-shaped tent that's covered with felt skin, emerald skin and felt. And it will feature panel discussions facilitated by James Deutsch, and will feature folklore of truckers, the New Jersey Folklore Society, and endangered languages. So these are panels that we want people to be engaged. We want them to be in discussions or debates or whatever. It's really a place for everyone.
What are James Deutsch's qualifications to do this?
He is a professor at Rutgers, so he is very educated on this entire topic.
Mike, what's your position with the Folk Festival this year?
I was on the staff for 3 years already. My first year was Gateway, my second one was Skylands, and now this year I felt like getting a more personal touch and going with the Heritage area. With the Heritage area, I work a lot more closely with artists that work with their hands, all right? I've been working very closely with Jackie Wood out of the Tuckerton Seaport, and we've been trying to find a lot of excellent Turkish artists, craftsmen to come with us to the New Jersey Folk Festival this year. And if you want to find out more, you can go to our website at njfolkfest.org.
Now, Shirley, what's your job this year?
So this is my first year on staff, and I'll be the public relations coordinator. I schedule a lot of the interviews like these, and I also make press releases and help along any of the teams if they need help.
Very interesting. So do you have an opportunity to move on with the Folk Festival?
Of course. Even though I've been on staff for such a short time, I kind of find that our team became like a really big family. We kind of just goof around sometimes, but it's amazing to see how a group of like Rutgers students could just produce such a great festival for everyone.
And Mike, give us once again the basics.
I would love to. All right, guys. So the New Jersey Folk Festival is going to be taking place on the last Saturday in April, which is going to be April 29th. It's going to be between the hours of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., rain or shine, so bring an umbrella just in case. We're going to be having a lot of excellent food vendors. We're going to be having a lot of crafters. It's also going to be a family event where we have a children's area, so bring your whole family, and we can't wait to see you there.
Well, thank you guys for coming out and explaining the Folk Festival.
All right, you're very welcome.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hosick, and I invite you to attend one of our upcoming April events for adults at the East Brunswick Public Library. All are open to the public. On Wednesday, April 12th at 5 p.m., medical staff from St. Peter's Health Systems will offer free osteoporosis screenings. On Wednesday, April 19th at 6:30 p.m., join the library and the East Brunswick Human Relations Council for a screening of the documentary 13th about the criminalization of African Americans and the U.S. prison boom. On Wednesday, April 26th at 7 p.m., join us for the ongoing Option Green lecture series with a discussion of how to use hydroponics at home with Stephanie Aliyah. On Sunday, April 30th at 2:30 p.m., join us for a concert and presentation on the Jews of Belarus and the Baltic states before the Holocaust, produced by Dr. Michael Kessler. To learn about our other events, such as film festivals, health workshops, becoming debt-free, and more, visit ebpl.org/calendar or follow us on social media. We hope to see you in April.